Getting better at basketball by yourself can feel overwhelming, but I'm going to show you exactly how to improve fast on your own. Let's get into it. Number 1, keep it simple, not easy. Your basketball training does not need to be complex. If you don't understand exactly what a drill does for you, it's not a good drill. Here's a good way to understand whether or not you should do a drill in basketball. You should be able to explain the purpose of the drill in 1 sentence or less. For example, this drill helps me to make layups. Here's a bad example. Oh, this drill helps me in my spinning in the air moves and when I go under and around the backboard. What? The reason why I don't want you to overcomplicate drills is because they are not game-like that way. When I was in high school, I made at least 400 shots a day. But I wasn't standing still shooting the same shot. No, I mixed it up. Sometimes it was off the dribble, other times it was on the move. I was in different spots. Make sure your drills prepare you for the games. Model your game after a play style you like. Pick the professional players that have a play style that matches your strengths. Study their footwork, study their movement, their pacing, and how they get to their spots. The goal isn't to just copy that player. It's to absorb their play style and make it your own. Stay consistent. You don't need the perfect plan. What you need is a plan that you'll stick to. Think of it like learning the guitar. I've been trying to learn the guitar. At first, your fingers are gonna hurt. They're gonna blister, and it sucks. Your notes are gonna sound terrible, and it's so frustrating. But the only way to improve is to just keep picking up the guitar. Basketball is the same. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to continue picking up that basketball. But you know what I see with a lot of players? That's just a big mistake. They see some new drill that's gonna revolutionize the way they play basketball. So what do? They change their training and they add this drill in there. Oh, here's another cool drill. Let me add that. Constantly switching routines is like building bridges. Let's say you're building this bridge 1 plank at a time. Okay, cool. You stay consistent in building this bridge for 5 days. And then you decide, ooh, here's a new drill I'm gonna do. Here's a new workout plan. So what you do is you start building a new bridge. You stay with that for about 4 days. If you just stayed on the workout plan you already had, you would be 9 planks further than what you are right now. Because you keep changing the bridge and you never cross. Stick to one plan long enough and see some progress. If you want a training plan that will actually help you get better at the game of basketball, click the top link in the description, man. That's not the only thing you get access to. You also get access to my community with over 100 like-minded players, and I get to personally help you in your basketball journey so you can reach all of your goals. Have some discipline. Everybody talks about working harder, but nobody's talking about recovering smarter. In high school, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. for my workouts, and I stayed up until midnight. And, I got better, but I was running on fumes. Some workouts sucked because I was just too tired, too. If you don't take care of your body, it'll catch up with you, and you'll plateau fast. Sleep and recovery are not laziness. It's part of the process. Have fun. If you're not having fun, burnout is inevitable. I want you to ask yourself, am I enjoying basketball right now? If not, ask yourself, is it pressure, comparison, a lack of progress? See, all of these things can take away your love for the game. You can't let them control you. I want you to remember why you started playing. When you were a kid, you weren't counting the makes and misses and your stat lines and your cool highlight reels. No, you just loved the game. Reconnect with that feeling. And you want to hear the truth? The players that have the most fun are actually the players that get the farthest because their love for the game never went away. And their training, they never stopped because they didn't want to stop. Stop comparing yourself. There was a stretch in high school when I felt completely left behind. I'd scroll through social media and I'd see players that were my age dunking, getting offers, putting up mixtapes, and here I was still struggling to touch the rim. Quick update, as an 18-year-old, almost 19, I touched rim for the first time. Let's go. Anyway, that stuff messed with my head, and I started to question whether all the hours I was putting in were actually worth it. I remember one night, I got so frustrated, I deleted every social media app on my phone. For a while, it felt weird, almost like I disappeared, you know? But that silence turned into focus. I stopped chasing how fast others were growing, and I started paying attention to how consistently I was growing. Months went by, and I had no highlight tapes, no recognition, nothing. But then one day, it just clicked. I started hitting shots I used to miss. I was moving with more confidence, and I started to see the game differently. Don't rush your timeline to catch up to someone else's. See, God's plan for your life moves at his pace. Keep pushing, stay consistent, and one day those same people that passed you will wonder how you got so far ahead of them. Now, if you want to make the varsity team this year, click here. But as always, keep God first. Stay blessed, bro.